Welcome back to Instabills, everyone. So I'm going to go up to you guys in the S&P 500. Again, this is the SPY. As you guys can see, we did have our momentum from Friday. We were looking to see if we can continue on with that momentum. And as you guys can see, going to pre-market today, we did have this gap up. And our question was, could we continue on with this momentum? As you guys can see, we did get a pullback as midday. We had news on Apple that they're planning to slow down hiring in 2023. And we did have that pullback. So our question from here is if we're going to continue on higher, or are we going to continue on lower as we are getting that rejection on the upper end of our inverted pennant here on the daily chart. I'm going to go over all this with you guys. Now, before I jump into this, all I ask in return is you smash that like button. And if you do not want to miss any of our market updates or our potential breakouts that I mentioned throughout the week, hit subscribe. And if you guys are day traders or you guys are looking for intraday perspective breakouts all throughout the week, go to instabills.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPYs, you guys can see we do have our inverted pennant that we did get rejected to the upside from. Our question is, are we going to continue on higher? Again, most inverted pennants do continue on to the downside, so we are going to be careful as we did get this rejection. If we are looking for that continuation on higher, we do want to see if we can break above the previous body of our candle here to continue on higher. That is exactly what we'd be looking for. As you guys can see, we got that rejection just below 390 here. We did have multiple rejections to the upside of this point. We could not hold the body of the candle above this point, and as you guys can see, we also came up, got rejected, and continued on lower at this point. So looking to see if we can reclaim 390 would be very key to continue on higher. But again, we have to consider that most inverted pennants do continue to the downside. So we are going to be careful on this momentum. And as you guys can see on the MACD, we do have an increase in buy pressure today as we did have a gap up in pre-market. And we also still do have our EMA line that is pointing up that we did mention over the weekend. And as you guys can see, that did give us our continuation on higher as we were continuing to point up. So our question going into tomorrow will be if we're going to get a white shaded line, a possible pullback on a continuation on lower to get that possible continuation on white shaded lines to continue on into sell pressure possibly, or are we going to continue on higher into higher highs here with our buy pressure, break above our previous momentum that we had here to get that confirmation on that increase in pressure here. And again, to recap on our Bollinger Bands, again, representing compression and decompression, we are still moving to the side here, showing us that consolidation. And again, very much leading into next Wednesday's Fed hikes, looking to see if we are going to get an increase in Fed hikes at 100 basis points, or if we are going to get a decrease in what's expected and get a 75 basis point hike, looking to see exactly how we do hold, if we do continue on lower here on our inverted pennant, or if we do squeeze to the upside and break into the upper end of our second deviation here on our Bollinger Band. So again, that will give us that continuation on a squeeze to the upside. But again, we got that rejection on our inverted pennant that again typically does continue to the downside. So we're going to see if we do continue on lower here. And again, if you guys are looking for volatile major breakouts that we mentioned throughout the day in the Instabills room, go to instabills.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabills that come over every single day and support the channel, again, just staying focused on our intraday plays. We will continue to go at it, stay patient, take what the market gives us. Again, if we do see momentum to the upside, then we got to play patient, playing into plays that react with the market versus against it. And if we do continue on lower, just playing plays that react against the market versus with the market. So just making sure we are watching our levels, watching our volume, and watching exactly how the market's going to move next is exactly what we'll continue to do. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.